Good morning, people. So it has been quite a little while. I know I've been doing a horrible job at actually getting these by a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis or something like that. Sunday morning in my house, so if you hear the music, if you hear the kids running around, it's not my music, for one. Two, kids are playing their own games and dancing around and hopping and playing, so definitely a fun little room in my house at this point. So I've got 3 juices for you this morning. They are from Liquid Mayhem. Now, I did the reviews on these on my show with the intentions that we were just going to crop them out of the show and put them on the YouTube, but that didn't happen. For some reason, by the time we got around to actually trying to pull them out of the server, they were no longer on the server. We don't know. So, the 3 of them that we have today from Liquid Mayhem are called the Norse collection. Now, you know me, I'm a big mythology buff. When it comes to the Norse gods, my pronunciation is screwed up. A lot of the times. So, here's how we're going to do this. They are magnificently bottled. I love the bottles. I love the artwork. This is Freya. See if I can get her to actually come in pretty good there, where she doesn't look pixelated for some reason. This is Frigga. And this is Beyla. Yeah, you like the Beyla a little better, don't you? No. So, the Freya is tropical fruits topped with hints of cinnamon and cherry. Let's see how this one goes. So, the way that we're going to do this one this morning, this is my OROS with the IGO-W on top. For all intents and purposes, I've already done this once, but let's swap out to a full battery. Now, I've already got 1 strip of elfwick in there, and I'll put the link down there for elfwick. I just wanted to give them a little call out this morning for that. Elfwick, if you don't already know, it's the hemp fiber. It's degummed hemp wick, and it's great because once you get the little bit of a learning curve there is with it, it's excellent. It wicks very, very well. When you get down to that dry hit where you want to just rip your throat out from the normal cotton, you don't get that bad of a flavor from the throat hit, from that dryness. So let's go ahead and we're going to try again the Freya. Like I said, tropical fruits topped with hints of cinnamon and strawberry. Now, I have already gone through all these. Like I said, I did the actual first taste review live on stream. Like, I hadn't even tasted them when I unbottled them on stream. Now this one, as you pull it out, I mean, it's just this smell of tropical fruit. That Hawaiian punch tropical fruit that comes out and just kind of smacks you in the face. Not too terribly much cherry on there. The cinnamon itself was kind of muted in the smelling there. So now my pipes are still kind of raw from when I was sick a couple weeks ago. This is not going to be any different. So I'm not going to be blowing massive clouds for it, but you will get the point across here. The vapor is nice, but it's wispy. I've gotten used to max VG, or I've gotten used to bank brew, where it's 100% VG and just waters them down so that you can tank them. I don't know what the actual ratio is on liquid Mayhem, and of course they don't put it on the bottle, but the vapor's there. It's nice.
I wanted to dance too.
But it is kind of wispy. It lets go of itself as it rises. Now, as I take that in, excuse me, no, I won't crop that out. As I take it in, you get the tropical fruits, and a cherry kind of stands dominant over the inhale. On the way out, you just get this cinnamon, and it's luckily it's not the candy cinnamon, because I can't stand the candy cinnamon. It's a normal ground cinnamon that they put in there, which to me is still kind of a little bit of an odd flavor to throw in there. I mean, fruits, cherry, and cinnamon, but it works out pretty well. I mean, if you're a fruity person to be vaping, then it is a nice vape. It's not going to be my daily because I'm not that much of a fruity person when it comes to the liquids that I want to try. So, go ahead and pull this wick, and we're going to move on to Freya. Now, like I said, this is just pretty much just enough wick to get the job done. And then I'm burning it off back to my coil, my spun. It's a spun 28 that I'm using. It's 5 wraps. Now, when I said that there's a little bit of a learning curve to that elfwick, wasn't lying. Here's the elfwick. It is really light. It holds together very, very well. But it absorbs a lot and it expands. So you have to be careful about how much you put through the coil, because you will choke it out. And it'll just stop getting juice to the coil altogether if you're not careful. So if you do, go ahead and order a bag of elfwick, make sure that you give yourself a little bit of practice before you decide whether or not you like it. So let's go ahead again. We're going to move to the Frigga. And she's, all classy like, sitting in her royal chair. And this is the ruling queen of the universe, Frigga. This is just straight up ripened summoned strawberries. And it is. I remember this one specifically. I actually vaped it straight for a day or two. That way I could remember it. So let's go. Now this one, I mean, that's all you get is strawberry. And it's a good little scent on it when you're opening it up there. I mean, it is quick to the nostrils. Now, if I'm not mistaken, when I was vaping this, and I vaped it all day, this was not the one that I liked. Simply because I don't think the way that they distilled it should have been the way that they distilled it. See, that's how fast elfwick actually soaks up and wicks there. I mean, it's really quick. So, the thing with this is that there's all of that strawberry that's in there. The one thing I don't like, the one part I didn't approve of, was that, you know how when you bite a strawberry and you eat it, you're eating a real strawberry. There's all that succulent flavor, but you always tend to bite off about that much where the leaves are and it's all white. they threw that in. Now, if you've ever actually eaten that part of the strawberry, it tastes like shit. So, you've got that really, 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 really succulent, awesome strawberry with this tastes like shit layer on top of it. And it's there constantly. It's on the inhale, it's on the exhale. Now, I will be sending a link to this video to this company to let them know that I did the review, because I promised them I'd review it. I actually contacted them directly from a review on a GI2 box where somebody was vaping this, mixing it with something else to get that mother's milk flavor. Now, I haven't tried the mother's milk, but if the mother's milk has the white rind of the strawberry flavor in it, I'm not going to. It's not a very good flavor. That's my wonderful wife trying to quiet down the kids so that I can do this for y'all. All in all, I mean, wonderfully bottled. Excellent artwork on it. If you can ignore that white rind flavor, go for it. But other than that, let's move on. Because honestly, there's a reason that I bite off the end of a strawberry where the leaves are, and it's because it tastes like ass. Don't run that into a joke. I don't know what ass actually tastes like. So, burn it off. And move in to the next piece of elfwick that I had prepared here.
Oh my god, is that Dwayne Wayne?
Yep.
That's awesome.
So, get my little tool here. So, tug it down inside. That's what that white rind does. Oh my god. And it's an aftertaste too. The company really needs to change that part. That one single part about that flavor. And it would be a pretty good daily vape. Beyla. Now, she was a servant of the court for all of eternity. I don't remember what she did. I've got my book. I could look it up, but honestly, the hell cares? Look at that. I mean, that's the whole purpose of it right there. So, and again, guys, I got this straight from the company,
What's it called, Casey?
straight from the lab, and you can't purchase it straight from the lab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the link to the lab's shop page that gives you links to the other companies that you can buy it from. So, again, the Beyla. Now, this one let me down. Just right off the bat, I'm going to let you know, this one let me down. It's supposed to be vanilla, fruity, nutty. And when I do it, the only thing that I can taste, I don't taste any fruit whatsoever. All I taste is nut. Inhale and exhale, nuts. You know, it seems like it's a nut mixture. It's not like one specific nut, but it's almost to the point that there's no vanilla flavor. There's no fruit in it whatsoever. It's solely nutty. Almost to the point, like, if you were allergic to nuts, you may be afraid to try it just because of how strong the nut flavor is, and it's the only flavor you have. But of course, The vapor production between all 3 bottles is exactly the same. It's there, it's satisfying, but at the exhale where you're looking for that cloud, the cloud kind of disperses pretty quickly. It's a little wispy. That just means the, ratio's high on the PG side. All nuts. I mean, I get no vanilla whatsoever. At all. So, alright guys, that's going to be it. Those the 3 bottles that you have there. And I'll show them to you again. I don't know why they're pixelated today. My camera doesn't want to work right. I think something's wrong with my actual computer. I know something's wrong with my actual computer, but we got to deal with what we got. So, there's your review for today, guys. I know it's been a while, and I do apologize. Try to do another one here pretty soon. Love all that nutty flavor. Have a good one, guys.